spirit of Qiyamul Layl is you're supposed to recite the Quran extra slow. And Qiyamul Layl became an institution in Ramadan. Because we call Taraweeh, which is Qiyamul Layl, actually, we call it Taraweeh. Okay? That's something instituted by Umar radiallahu anhu. Instead of making it the entire night, he facilitated it for Muslims because so many Muslims have to work and do other things. He acknowledged that. So an hour and a half, 2 hours, you can be done. But the spirit of it was, again, the Qur'an's injunction for this extra prayer. The point is you have extra time. The point is you don't have, the day's activities are done. You have extra time now. So when you recite Qur'an, recite it extra slow. But what do we have? How long do they take? Well, they can finish in 25 minutes. That one takes 45 minutes. We actually have speed records for Taraweeh in Masajid. How many? I can finish 20 in like, the Hufaz talk to each other, I can finish 20 in like 62 minutes. Flat. I finished the whole Qur'an in like a week. How quickly can you recite a juz? Psh, don't even ask, bro. I broke my last record. You know. Or وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, recite it in slow, and that's specifically Qiyamul Layl. Specifically. In other words, you can recite Qur'an at a normal pace, not speedy pace, but a normal pace, other salawat, but Allah went out of His way to say, when you recite Qiyamul Layl, slow it down. You have to go recite it again. And you just made 2 rak'ahs with those surahs, you don't pick a new surah, you go back to the same surah again, and recite it again. Because the point of Qur'an is that it has to enter into your psyche. It has to enter into the, run in your blood, as I keep saying. It's not just something you know, it has to enter your soul. It's not going to be easy for you. And to get that strength, you will gain that strength, the closer you are to Allah, the stronger you'll get. And you'll get close to Allah when you recite His words calmly in the middle of the night. And then Allah starts talking about the benefits of the night prayer. Why specifically the night time? Inna nashi'at al-layli, no doubt about it, this getting up in the night, hiya ashaddu wat'an. It is more firm when it comes to planting your feet. In other words, there are no distractions. There's nobody else calling you. There are no other obligations. The world is asleep. Your feet are planted more. And then ناشئة الليل يعني تصرفا وأقوى مقيلا يعني actually no, I skipped that. العبادة التي تنشأ به. All the worship you're going to stand up and do at that time is going to be firmer. It's going to plant your feet deeper into the ground. What actually means to penetrate onto the ground and step. وَطَأَ يَطَأُ, to step on the earth and to leave an imprint. So your feet will get imprinted where you stand. You'll be planted. You'll be firm. And this is actually imagery, kinaya in the Qur'an. It alludes to something. And the allusion here is, when the Prophet ﷺ's feet are planted in the ground in prayer, his feet will be planted when he stands by his message. إِثْبَاتُ الْقَدَمِ. We say, وَثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَنَا وَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِينَ. Plant our feet firm. Well, you'll become firm in your beliefs and firm in your delivery and your confidence when you develop this relationship with Allah. That's the instruction given to the Prophet ﷺ. وَأَقْوَى مُقِيلًا. And it's more upright in terms of speech. In other words, your words are not filled with distraction of anything else. This is the best time to speak with me. And also some argue here, وَأَقْوَى مُقِيلًا, it's the most upright, it's the best time to be speaking in terms of speech with Allah, because Allah is where? In the last portion of the night. It's the closest. So the best time to talk to me is then. وَأَقْوَى مُقِيلًا. Just ask Allah to forgive you. That's all I'm asking. Ask your master to forgive you. إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. No doubt He keeps forgiving over and over and over again. يُرْسِلِ السَّمَاءِ. He will rain the sky upon you midraran, in good, continuous, life-giving rain. Rain that continuously comes is called midrar. Now notice the punishment that destroyed this nation was rain also. Was water also. But actually when rain is calmed down, when it's not gone wild, then it's a source of life. It's a source of vegetation. It's a source of, a healthy society. وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ. And if you just ask Allah for forgiveness, He will extend you. بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ. With money and children. All these benefits will open to you. Notice the form, right? Yursil is connected with the next word with a kasra, right? Which makes it majzoom. Then yumdid, not yumiddu, it's yumdid. Then وَيَجْعَلْ, it's majzoom, majzoom, majzoom. The question is, why are they all majzoom? Why is there a sukoon at the end of every present tense? It's because this is jawab al-talab. There's talab on the one hand, istaghfiru rabbakum. And it says, though in between, وَإِن تَسْتَغْفِرُوهُ, and if you were to ask forgiveness of Him, then these things will happen. What things will happen? The sky will rain water, abundant water. You will have more in money, and you will have more in children. And He will install gardens for you, and He will put together rivers for you. He'll install rivers for you. Life on this earth will become beautiful for you if, what? You ask Allah for forgiveness. This is a passage about what are the benefits of istighfar. We thought the benefit of istighfar is forgiveness. Obviously, somebody's asking for forgiveness. The greatest thing they're hoping for is forgiveness itself. Forgiveness comes with these benefits. وَيُمْدِدْكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ أَنْهَارًا. He'll put gardens out for you. He'll lay rivers down for you. مَا لَكُمْ. What is wrong with you people? لَا تَرْجُونَ لِلَّهِ وَقَارًا. You have no expectations from the grand nobility of Allah. You don't hope from Allah to show you dignity. وَقَدْ خَلَقَكُمْ أَطْوَارًا. And He's the one that already created you in stage after stage. Tawr means stage. Atwar means you were babies, then you were adults, and you've matured so much. He's the one that did that for you. أَلَمْ تَرَوْا كَيْفَ خَلَقَ اللَّهُ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ طِبَاقًا. Haven't you taken a look and reflected how Allah created 7 skies, one on top of the other in layers? وَجَعَلَ الْقَمَرَ فِيهِنَّ نُورًا. And in those skies Allah placed, within them He placed a light. وَجَعَلَ الشَّمْسَ سِرَاجًا, meaning the moon first, and then He placed the sun as a lamp. وَاللَّهُ أَنْبَتَكُم مِّنَ الْأَرْضِ نَبَاتًا. And Allah is the one who caused from the earth all kinds of things to sprout for you. أَنْبَتَكُم نَبَاتًا. All kinds of things to sprout for you. ثُمَّ يُعِيدُكُم فِيهَا. Then He's the one who brings it out, He returns it back to you from within it. Meaning the plants sprout and they give seeds, and you put the seed back in and it brings it back to more produce. He keeps giving you more and more out of the same food. وَيُخْرِجُكُمْ إِخْرَاجًا. And He continuously brings things out for you. وَاللَّهُ جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ بِسَاطًا. And He leveled the earth down for you and made it easy for you to walk on. لِتَسْلُكُوا مِنْهَا سُبُلًا فِجَاجًا. So that you can pursue from it all kinds of paths and go through all kinds of valleys. Fijaj means, open space between two mountains. Otherwise it's hard to tread and to tread that path. And He opened those roadways for you. قال نوح رب إنهم عصوني. Nuh alayhi salam's monologue continues. So this part was all. It's still continuously still. It's a conversation between Allah and Nuh is talking alayhi salam. Nuh is saying, I said this to them, I said this to them, I said this to them. All the things you taught me to tell them, I told them. I tried to remind them publicly, privately, in council settings, in family settings. All these settings I exhausted. And then Allah says, go back and says, and then finally Nuh said, Rabb, my master, innahum asawni, they have disobeyed me. Now the past tense is asawni, they've disobeyed me. Not ya'sunani, they disobey me. Which means He's done with them. It's done, Ya Rabb. وَاتَّبَعُوا. And they have followed مَنْ لَمْ يَزِدْهُ مَالُهُ وَوَلَدُهُ إِلَّا خَسَارًا. They have followed someone who cannot increase them in wealth, nor can he increase them in children, except in more loss. That's the only thing that they can increase in now.